All right, folks, week 16 is here. It kicks off with the Rams at the Seahawks tonight, and what an enormous weekend of football we have ahead. We have a huge game tonight in Seattle. We got college football playoffs on Friday night. We have football all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then we have Monday night. It is going to be a great weekend of football. We have playoff implications all over the place. It's just going to be a lot of fun, and I am starting to get a little depressed that there's only 7 weeks of football left, so we better enjoy it while it's here. And I want to start today with a trivia question. So if I had to ask you right now, what team in the NFL is number 1 in scoring offense and number 2 in scoring defense over the past month? My guess is that many people out there would not guess the Jacksonville Jaguars, but they are that team. And right now they are playing really well. Trevor Lawrence has been very good over the past month and a half. Liam Cohen has really turned around his career, I believe. They're very good on defense. You have a really hard time running against them. And I think they have their biggest game since 2018 AFC Championship this weekend at Denver in the Broncos. And if they win this game, they're only one game back of the number 1 seed in the AFC. This is going to be a huge game for them. Bo Nix is coming off his best game as a pro, and I just think this is going to be a huge game for Jacksonville, and I think that the Broncos are ultimately going to win this. I think this is going to be a very close game, but it's going to be. But I think ultimately Denver will win it. This has probably been the toughest game that Jacksonville has played in the past 2 months, and I look for Denver to win it. But I'm extremely intrigued by this game to see how good this Jacksonville team actually is. They've been playing a lot of weaker competition over the past couple months, and this will be their real first test in a long time. So I'm excited to watch that. Number 2, tonight, Rams at Seahawks. I think this is the biggest game in the NFL all season long. And I think the winner of this game right now will have the 1 seed ultimately going into the playoffs. They'll have home playoff games all through the playoffs. The loser of this game will be going on the road in the playoffs. And if you look at this game tonight, Sam Darnold has really struggled against the Rams his past 2 games going back to that playoff game with the Vikings a year ago. Over his past 2 games against the Rams, he has 5 interceptions to only 1 touchdown, and he has a couple more fumbles. He has really had some nightmarish games against the Rams over the past year. And I think right now Matt Stafford is the MVP of the league. He's had the best season of anybody. I know Davante Adams is going to be out tonight, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. But I think the Rams are ultimately going to win this game, and they are going to take over the 1 seed in the NFC. So let's get to my picks. And right now we're 30-27-2 on the season, but I had a little tough time picking this weekend because there were some lines out there that I thought the wrong team was favored. I would have expected the other team to be favored. And also a lot of teams out there with nothing to play for. And it's always interesting to see how those teams come out and play, and you're never sure exactly what to expect with those type of teams. So I'm going to start with that Rams-Seahawks game. I'm going to take the Rams plus 1.5. And I like the Rams right now all across the board. You know, very good receivers. Matt Stafford's playing excellent. An outstanding defensive line. They are a little bit weak at secondary, and Davante Adams is going to be out. And that secondary going up against JSN, the best wide receiver in the NFL right now, does scare me a little bit. But ultimately, I think the Rams are going to pick off Sam Darnold at least once. He leads the league in turnovers right now. I think they're going to get a couple tonight. And I think the Rams will win, and I think they will have the 1 seed in the NFC. I'm going to take the Rams plus 1.5 at Seattle. And back to what I spoke about, I would have expected the Rams to be favored in this game. Maybe it's the injuries, maybe it's being on the road. I don't know, but the Seahawks are favored, and I'm going to take the Rams plus 1.5. Number 2, I'm going to take the Bears plus 1 at Green Bay this weekend. And I think the Packers have to be a very demoralized team. They've lost 2 of their 3 best players over the past couple weeks. Micah Parsons with a torn ACL out for the rest of the season is completely devastating. And I think this team is just a completely different team without him. He had 12.5 sacks, but even when he wasn't getting sacks, he was getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Caleb Williams has gotten better every single month of this NFL season. I think he's playing extremely well. I like the 1-2 running combination with the Bears, and I don't know how the Packers are going to overcome these injuries. This is an enormous game for the Bears. They're going to be hyped up. They're going to be ready to play. And I'm going to take the Bears plus 1 at Green Bay. Number 3, I'm going to take the Chargers plus 2.5 at Dallas. And I have no idea why the Cowboys are favored in this game. It looks like they kind of just mailed it in against the Vikings last week, and it looks like they're just waiting for the offseason to start. Herbert was excellent last week. I am concerned about their offensive line, but I like their wide receivers. Offensive line's very good. Their defense is playing a lot better. And I'm just going to take the Chargers plus 2.5, and I think they're going to win this game outright. Number 4, I'm going to take the Titans plus 3 at home versus the Chiefs. No Mahomes, The Chiefs are really demoralized right now. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for the season to end to get to the offseason. Rashid Rice is banged up. Chris Jones missed practice. They have a lot of injuries, and they're down 4 tackles. And I thought the Titans showed a little bit of fight versus the 49ers last week. They want to end the season on a strong note. The Chiefs just want to get to the offseason. I'm going to take the Titans +3 at home versus the Chiefs, and I think the Titans will win that game outright. And number 5, I'm going to take the Bengals -4 at the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are another team that look like they're just waiting to get to Cancun in the offseason. That was an absolute pathetic performance. I don't know what Mike McDaniel was doing in that second half against the Steelers. They have nothing to play for. They're going to start Quinn Ewers in his first start. He's a guy who I didn't really think would ever be a starter in the NFL, but he's going to be starting against the Dolphins. Joe Burrow is coming off an absolutely disastrous game where he had 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, really poor performance, and I don't think he's going to have 2 of those in a row. I think the Bengals are going to blow out the Dolphins in Miami, and that's the way I see Week 16 going. Can't wait to watch football this weekend, and we'll talk to everyone Sunday night.